I just want to be able to focus on being a creative mind and thinking of ideas that's going to bring in the income.
Hey, if your credit score don't start with an 8, ain't no way you can be great. Come and join me at the 800 Club. I'm here to share with you the tips, tools, and secrets that I use to get an 800 credit score. Here in America, whether you want to like it or not, you have to have a good credit score to get to the next level and to succeed in life. Click the link, check it out. I've helped hundreds of others boost their score. I can help you too.
I was saying that's what I like about like the old cheap hotels, motels back in the day. Like you got a big Texas cinnamon roll right now, you eating it cold, which is like blasphemous.
What am I do?
But the cheap hotels got a microwave in the room.
Very true. Very true.
The nicer establishments have no microwave. Like you should be able to put that in the microwave for the good 25 to 32 seconds.
And look, just so the people know that we ain't just talking. It's real.
You should be able to.
It was cold. It was cold.
You should be able to heat that up. Like I'm sad for you right now.
Like you see the icing. That ain't melted icing right there.
But look, this is gonna be a fun episode. I'm a preface this with I've had a few drinks. So yeah. Might not have should have had the last one, but I had it. And so we're here. And like I said, bro, we're gonna have to figure something out because we just doing this podcast in hotels. Everywhere I go, we just put up the camera and we figure it out. But this is another edition of It's Crowded at the Top podcast. I am your host, AstenCeo, otherwise known as Blake Sanford. And man, I don't really have a topic that I pre-planned. I just told my mans like, yo, put up the camera and we're gonna just freestyle it and let it go. So let's talk about here's what I want to talk about. There's certain things that I've done today. Like, I had a meeting with somebody about you heard a business conversation that I had earlier today, right?
Yeah. My bad. I was getting this. Oh yeah. I did.
But you heard me talking with somebody about paying them a certain amount of money to do a task for me every day.
Right.
It's a task that I could easily do myself.
True.
Easily do myself.
Yeah. Some everybody does every day.
The task is I talked to somebody today about posting content on social media for me. Something that I do every day, something that everybody does every day.
Yeah.
Why would you pay somebody to post? That's all he would do. Just post.
Is it just posting?
Posting, management, whatever. But the typical person would not understand why I would be reaching out to people just to post on my social media. They would be like, why don't, bro, it's you. I'm on Instagram. If you saw my screen time, it's ridiculous. Like I'm on my phone all day, every day. Whether I'm on social media, checking emails, YouTube, audiobooks, podcasts.
Right.
Like it's something, you get something posted, whatever. But I'm in the mode right now where I just want to be able to focus on being a creative mind and thinking of ideas that's going to bring in the income. So to whereas the typical person will be like, I'm not going to pay anybody to post for me. I can do that myself. I'm like that small window in time, I can be thinking of something else.
Mm-hmm. So it's almost like you found like an opportunity cost even in you spending time posting.
Yeah.
Hmm. I said almost, but that's literally what it is.
Because the amount of time that I spend on social media alone, I could be doing something else.
Yeah, true.
And not saying that I'll still spend time on there. Like they're not gonna have access to my comments, my DMs, this and that or whatever. But as far as putting the content together,
Hmm.
posting it, getting the proper hashtags, proper strategy,
Hmm.
uh, uh, going deep into the analytics. Yo, this got
Hmm.
this much traffic. This got this. Oh, let's boost this. What are the even though I don't feel like I got competition, what are your competitors doing?
Hmm.
What's working for them? What's working for you? Blah blah blah. It's like I can hire it out.
Yeah.
I don't gotta think about it. So it's like with what I'm trying to put together right now, what I am putting together right now. That's another thing, y'all. Eliminate trying from your vocabulary. We don't try over here. We do.
Very true.
We do. And I'm getting to a point where anytime try comes out of my mouth, not saying that I'm like it's not 100% eliminated from my vocabulary, but I at least know to catch it.
Right.
To be
I'm
like,
the
no,
same way. I'd be like, nope, I ain't
no,
gonna
we
do
ain't
that.
trying. What I am putting together right now,
Hmm.
I just want to delegate everything. That's the only way that you can actually realistically scale
Hmm.
a business is to remove yourself from every aspect of it. Now, everybody that you find in place to replace you in every aspect of it, they're not going to do it as well as you do it.
Right.
But so it's like if I do something at a 10, for one, they don't care about it as much as you because it's not
It's not
theirs.
their, yeah, not their baby.
You got babies. I love your kids, but I'm not as much as I want.
Yeah, you'll never be able to.
I can't love them how
Yeah.
you love them.
Right.
There's certain stuff I'm gonna be like, yo, get up. Like, yo, you doing too much. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
whereas you gonna be like, bro, you just looked at my bed.
Hmm.
You just showed me the camera you got at your crib. Let you find in the camera that baby fell or something crying, and you see me just go,
And you just look.
man, in the camera, you see me go like this. You gonna be like,
Bro, I'm relinquishing that title. Because if you acting like that while I'm here, God knows.
but I'm thinking you not there though. You caught me on the camera.
No, I'm saying is you as the Godfather. If you doing that while I'm alive.
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, what you gonna do? You go, stop that.
So it's like that in business. Like of course, I've hired employee. Well, I don't call anybody that I work with. Like nobody works for me.
Right.
Anybody that I may hire for something that helps make me income, they don't work for me. They work with
Right.
me. So this person that I talked to today, he's successful. He's successful already. Like
Mhm.
he's a 7-figure entrepreneur. He don't need me.
Right.
I don't necessarily need him. That's what makes it cool to like, okay, you don't need me. I don't need you, but you do have a certain skill set and you do have a certain expertise, which is not my expertise.
Right.
Let me pay you for your expertise so I can get this time back per day. So I can get this time back per week, per month, per year.
Mm-hmm.
So I can go think of some other stuff. I ain't got to worry about this.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that. It's just like if I'm my virtual assistant, say on the wholesale real estate side of things. Yeah, I could sit on the phone all day and make calls,
Mm-hmm.
or I could, hey, you make calls all day? How much you charge per day? Okay, here's this list. I'm gonna coach you. You do that.
Right.
You're not gonna have. There's no way they're not gonna have the same closing rate as me. But it's like what you said, opportunity cost.
Yeah, opportunity cost.
So if I get 1,000 phone calls that need to be made, and I can get these 2 people to make them instead of me, let's say I got I'm just making up numbers. Let's say I got a 10% closing rate.
Mm.
1 out of every 10 calls I make, I close a deal. They may have a 5% closing rate. That may be half of what I am, but I got 2 of them. So it's like I can't replicate another one of myself. But at scale, with the more data that I get and the more calls that need to be made, they can do more at a smaller scale
Right.
of what I can do by myself, which ends up being more. I got you, and you doing a fraction of what I can do alone. It adds up to
Right.
to more than me.
Right.
It's like you. I could be like, I could look up YouTube videos and buy courses and learn how to edit and make the sound good and color grade and all this stuff. But the time I could just be like, yo, bro, this is what you do. How much you charge for that?
Right.
Yeah, and I don't get the family and friends discount
Hey,
at all.
hey, stop! Hey, stop with this narrative, bro. You get the
Goodness grief.
you get the supreme discount, bro. You get the supreme discount.
Oh man, if that's a discount, then
Bro,
boy, oh boy,
that's literally. I ain't even go.
he be hitting bing bong.
No, I do not. No, I do not.
Hey, y'all, pay your friends. It's a prime example. I be paying my friends. I do business with my friends because shit. Please, y'all, support this podcast. Please, y'all, subscribe on whatever listening platform you're listening to, whether it be the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, YouTube, whatever. Please like, subscribe, comment, do whatever, because this is costing money that my friend is not giving a discount on at all.
Hey, y'all don't buy into that. Please.
My best friend, I'm godfather of his children. I pay a premium price.
Please, please do not feed into this.
I'll pay a.
Please do not feed into what this man is saying before I have to itemize. Oh.
And the invoices are itemized. Don't let him lie to you. They come in. Oh no, bro. I'm gonna look out for you. All right, bet. That invoice come in, I'd be like, hey man, look. I don't mind the comma with I don't mind the one comma. I don't mind the one comma.
Oh man.
But why these numbers got to be before and after the comma? I be like, bro, man, hey man, you know I had to do this and that. All right, bro. That's a ticket. That's a ticket, man.
Hey.
I don't mind the one comma.
Hey,
I'd be like, why these numbers before the comma and why these numbers after the comma? And then he say it's in the invoice. Look, I sent it. I'll be like, okay.
I just gotta let you have it.
I'll be like, okay. I'll be like, whew, boy, your friends will get you, boy. They say it's the ones. Et tu, Brute?
Hey, y'all, please don't buy into this. Don't buy into this hype that this man is.
Hey. But the bigger lesson in that, there's a lesson in that though. Like,
I'm scared to hear the lesson.
No, there is a lesson. Not for real. For real. The lesson in that is the real lesson in there. Even though I be like talking to you about like, bro, you got to cut me a deal. Even though you say you are, I don't see it.
You have to see it, bro.
But here's
so much.
but the real thing is this. Here's the real thing.
I'm about to go maul
people. She better ask for accounting.
It was so good.
Nah, for real. The real lesson in that is this. Outside of which I feel like, jokes aside, you can vouch for other friends of mine vouch for. I pay what my friends send me through. I might be like, yo, make it make sense, but I pay it.
Very true, very true. You have in the past, before we had the whole conversation and like figuring out in the future, you've definitely seen the invoice, paid it, and then called.
But I paid it first, then called.
That's why I said you paid, and you be like, bro.
because I'm like if this is your rate and this is what you charging me, especially before when we didn't talk about like pricing and stuff, I was like, yo, bro, do this for me. Yo, bro, do this. Send it. Bro, we'll talk about the price. Like, I just need this done right now. You do it right now. Then you send me the invoice. I'll be like, damn. Then I pay it.
Yeah.
I pay it in full. As soon as I see it, as soon as it come through, I pay it in full. Now I say, hey, bro.
Yeah, hey,
you got to explain this to me.
Look, for everybody who's listening, this is what Blake does. Blake be like, Blake will pay it, and then it'll be like, bro, we ain't gonna be able to work no more.
I done told you that at least 4 or 5 times.
And look,
maybe 6, 7 times. I'll be like, bro, this is the last job. This is the last time we working together.
And then this would be the crazy part. Like, for people who don't know, I don't even think you be knowing. I be spending like 6 hours, like making the numbers make sense for Blake. Because like I told you, because I know, I be like, because the regular price, it ain't gonna make sense. So I'll be like, okay, we're gonna do it like this, do. And then I send it and I'll be like,
well, God bless you, brother. Because if that's not the regular price, if that's a hookup, woo! Because but every issue I've had about payment, I pay first, discuss later.
Yeah. You've always...
I don't be like off of the fact, because if it was anybody else that I hired for a service and I told them the same stuff that I told you, if I'm just like, no, just do it, I'll pay for it. And they did whatever and then billed me, I would pay for it. So I'm not about to do my friend. Like, nah, hold up, bro. Nah, fam. We gotta. Nah, bro. Hold up. This shouldn't cost this. Why does this cost this? Why is it whatever? I send it.
Yeah, no.
I send it through, then I'll be like, hey, yo, you got to talk to me, bro. I just sent you $13,000.
Yeah. No, we've definitely had our conversation. And the good thing about it, though, I will say this, outside of you paying first and then us talking, the conversations are always productive.
Yeah, they productive. It ain't just mad.
Yeah, like,
I do be upset.
I want people to understand, like, the conversations, like, don't be like Blake be like, yo, nah, fam, what the you doing? Like, nah, it's like, bro, like you said, you gotta make
yeah, I come with that first, but the tone of my voice may be.
No, your tone will be like.
My tone might be different.
I did not want to pay what I just paid. So
make me feel comfortable with what I just paid. What did you do?
For sure.
Because I don't know what goes. I don't know how to do what you do.
Yeah, because you definitely be like simplifying it. You be like, I don't think you would do more than just having to play and export. I mean, like, no, bro, it's way more. It's way more than that.
But and then afterwards, when you, because you just like me, I know how to do what I do, and I can explain it to somebody that doesn't know how to do what I do, to whereas they can understand it. You have the same ability and skill set. So then when I be like, bro, yo, I just paid and I'll call you as soon as I send it. I
I
don't
know,
wait. I send it,
I know.
and then I'll call right back. As soon as it say sent, I'll call.
Yeah, I know. I'll be like,
And I'll be like, bro. And I know I'm not able to do the tone of voice when I'm in that mode, but I'm like, yo, dog, you got to make it make sense. Like make it make sense to me right now. And then it might, I ain't saying I get it immediately. It may take a little time. Like it might take some minutes in that conversation to for me to understand it. I'll be like, okay. And then after, no, first I might be like, hey bro, we can't work no more.
Yeah, that'd be the initial.
And then I'll be like, dog, make it make sense to me. Then you make it make sense, and then I say, okay, I get it. But this is the last time we work.
and you be like, bro, nobody else is paying this.
I know they're not.
And I feel like, well, I mean,
But nobody else is paying that because nobody else is getting what you provide.
that's where I be like, because in my head I'd be like, okay, well, and I'm not saying this, but I'll be like, bro, well, don't hit up Hype Williams.
No, you don't be
know
giving me Hype William prices. You give me Francis Coppola prices.
Wait, I don't even know who is Francis Coppola.
You don't know who Francis Coppola
It
is?
just sounds amazing. Who is that?
You give me You don't give me Hype Williams prices. Francis Coppola, the Godfather.
Oh, see, I've seen The Godfather.
That's Francis Coppola.
But I haven't seen all of them. I've just seen the first two.
Me too, because I've heard so much negative things about the third one. I've never took because you know Godfather. If you want to watch The Godfather, you have to set time aside in your day.
When did Carlito's Way come out? Was it during or after?
After.
All of them?
No.
So that's what I'm saying. Was it
like
during?
if I had to guess,
maybe after 2.
I'll say after 2.
Carlito's Way hard.
Yeah. But Godfather, I've seen part 1, part 2. Because you know, part 3, Michael Corleone, he's old. He's an old man. And that I've just, even though I try my best not to listen to other people's opinions, but when you hear everybody that's ever seen it, be like, I just,
yeah, it's tough not to be in.
But I hold The Godfather in such high regard that I'm like, it's like Eminem. You like Eminem. You're a fan. I hold Eminem in such high regard. I've not listened to nothing he said out his mouth for 10 years.
Because you don't want to ruin.
Because I don't want to ruin Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah.
Marshall Mathers LP is one of my favorite rap albums of all time, period. And then what was after that? Was Encore after that in the Eminem show?
Man, I was listening to Encore a couple weeks ago. I was listening to Evil Deed.
But I know Marshall Mathers LP was first. Because when I stopped listening to Eminem, Marshall Mathers LP 2 came out. I had just moved.
What was on that album?
Exactly. I was living with you when it came out. This is why I remember it.
What was that song he was rapping real fast on? Was that
Rap
on that?
Devil?
Rap God.
Rap God.
Was that on that?
No, this was years before that. Rap God came out like recent.
Rap God was when I was over there.
No,
the house.
Rap God came out. Hold on, let me see. Let me bring up the streaming service. I'm not gonna shout out because they ain't paying me. Rap God came out in. Oh no! Don't play it. Rap God came out in.
I'm telling you, bro.
Why can't I get
that? Was like 2014. It had to be.
2013.
See,
October 2013.
I knew he was
I
rapping.
moved to your crib. I moved in with you October 2013.
I'm saying,
So it
I
might be
remember hearing it in the living room.
Marshall Mathers LP2. Yeah, it came out 2013. Marshall Mathers LP2. I know it came out when I was living with you. Rap God is on that album.
Man,
I remember though, 2013. You know, it's been quiet for Eminem. I can't remember the whole timeline of stuff, but I know to me, Marshall Mathers LP and me being a kid and all that stuff. And I used to listen to rap for a whole bunch of different stuff than I listen to rap now for when I was like a kid. And when I first became like a fan of it, my first ever favorite rapper was DMX. So this is gonna be totally different than getting to Eminem because they DMX Eminem. But I wasn't allowed to listen to rap. I could listen to rap. My mama wouldn't let me listen to stuff with curse words. So everything I would get would be I would either listen to whatever was on the TV or radio or certain stuff I wanted. I would save my money. I would have to go get it from Walmart because at the time Walmart sold everything they sold was edited.
right.
I hop in the car with my pops. He'd be perping, acting like he don't listen to rap. So I get in the car with him. He listening to Earth, Wind and Fire, Frankie Beverly and Maze, Jackson 5, Marvin Gaye, Al Green. Like, that's where I get all that from. I'm in the crib with my mama. She's listening to Whitney Houston, uh, Janet Jackson, the Velvet Rope album. Erica Badu, you don't even know the Velvet Rope. They had the I Get So Lonely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a good album. That ain't on my playlist, but
still, I'm just saying where my music come from. She listened to Erica Badu, the Baduism, Deborah Cox. Remember Deborah Cox?
Light skin.
No.
Oh, why am I thinking about Tamia? Deborah Cox.
I'm listening to Tamia. There's a stranger in my house.
That's the go-to song.
I'm listening to Tamia.
That everybody goes.
Deborah Cox. See, these are people, if you don't know Deborah Cox, you don't know Kiki and CeCe Winans.
No, you can't say that.
Well, she listened to the Winans and the Brothers. Like, this is what I'm listening to in the crib. So then it's like, my pops, he dropped me. Nah, he pulled over. He went to step in the corner store one day. And then I dropped something. I'm looking for whatever I dropped. I see DMX album. And it's like tucked off in the side. You can tell it fell there. He didn't place it there.
Just put it in,
I put it in my. I get back to the crib. I put on my headphones. My mama tell me wash the dishes. I'm like, okay. Put it in headphone.
Which album was this?
His first album is Dark and Hell is Hot.
Yeah.
And I was like, ever since then, DMX was my first. And then, you going through kid emotions and stuff. His voice, it was like, he spoke like on a different level. Like he was like, what people can say that they got from Pac. I can see where people would say, not saying.
Yeah, you ain't comparing, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Or like what I say I got from Nipsey. I can get where people really. I wasn't living life. I wasn't in the world, but I can see where people like in the world doing adult things and worldly things could be like, yo, DMX my GOAT.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't knock nobody if they said it because he was speaking from a certain place to certain people. But then it was like, as I got older, and then the music started to, I started to listen to more music and stuff. I was laying on stuff. My friends, family, and stuff, they knowing about all this stuff. I'm get to hear, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. Jay-Z, The Blueprint. That was the first album that I like. What?
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up.
What was that? 9th grade?
I don't know what grade it was. 01.
Yeah, ninth grade.
01. Blueprint came out. I was like, what?
Yeah.
The music and the words, and because it was all them soul samples.
Mhm.
Kanye and Just Blaze had all them soul samples. Hove was elite, arguably his best album. I
Mhm.
don't think so,
Yeah, he my favorite.
but if somebody said that's his best album, you can't like.
He wouldn't even.
I know. I'm just saying, if anybody did though, you can't be like, what? Like
Yeah,
you'd be
yeah.
like,
Nah, if they said Kingdom Come, you'd be like, yo, you different.
yeah. But if somebody said, yo, your whole best album, The Blueprint,
Yeah.
you'd be like, I respect
Yeah.
it. All right,
For sure.
I ain't gonna knock you. And then from there, I was like, yo, this dude, outside, I would hear stuff in the car, on the radio, or
Mhm.
on this back when BT and stuff was on, like music videos, something.
Good old days.
That's the most that I would hear of anything. Then I
Mhm.
heard that, I'm like, yo, hold up. So then I went back, and that's when I started listening. That's like the nerd side in me. When I
Mhm.
get interested in something, I just dive deep on it.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yo, I'm hearing all these people and they super skilled and stuff. And that's when I liked Eminem because the technical
Yeah.
skill set was there. It was like that Marshall Mathers LP was like the songs were good
Mhm.
outside of the BS songs
Which
that he would
wasn't
do.
even like
On that one, it was
amazing.
I'm Slim Shady, the real Slim Shady. Yo, you
Yeah.
other Slim Shadys. That was on the Marshall Mathers LP. Which even in that, he was killing it.
Yeah,
I'm
like
like a head trip to listen to. But the only thing is,
man, he be getting so much
the only
flack,
difference is I got the
man.
balls spinning in front of y'all, and I ain't gotta be false or sugar coated at all. I just go on the mic
Mike
and
can
spit
spit
it,
it.
and whether you like the minute, I just better than 90% of Europe. But anyways,
And then when how can kids eat up these
albums
albums?
like
Like,
Volumes is funny
man,
because
come
at the
on.
rate I'm going when I'm 30, I'll be the only person in
In the
the nursing
nursing home
home flirting,
flirting.
pissing the nurse's ass, but I'm jerking and I'm jerking, but this whole bag of Viagra isn't working. But
Man.
take away them songs, it was like it was like not to the level of Blueprint, but it was like the music and the words
Mhm.
was like,
Mhm.
I'm like, yo, this dude cold.
Didn't he drop on 9/11?
Blueprint was 9/11.
Uh,
Blueprint and Fabulous first album both came out on 9/11.
mm.
But anyways, I know I'm going somewhere way
Yeah,
left.
we way left.
But
But
anyways
it's
though,
all good.
but I was saying though, like that's how I got like on Eminem. It was like a skill set
Mhm.
and had good songs in between the BS. And then it's like I get a little older and I'm starting to experience life and stuff. I really get I'm outside, like I'm outside.
Mhm.
Like, yo, he ain't talking about nothing.
I don't know song.
No, he's not talking about nothing.
You can't say ever though.
Whoa, you are going the wrong way, and I'm here to help you get back on the right path. I only popped up on your screen because you're not happy with your financial situation, and it's okay to feel like that. I've definitely been there, but it's not okay to not make a change. I'm here to share with you the strategies that help change my life and the thousands of others that I've helped. I'm teaching you how you can get started flipping houses without using any of your own cash or credit, and 99 ways how to do it. Click the link and take advantage of this opportunity while you still can.
Ever?
He's not talking about nothing to me. When I'm
Mm.
not living, of course you always live like when I'm on the porch, yeah, it sound good. When
Mm.
I get off the porch and I'm outside,
Right, right,
what are you talking about?
right, right.
Like it's life going on out here.
Mm.
So then I started to gravitate to people that was like telling the story of stuff that I was seeing outside
Mm.
and stuff that I was personally going through. Jay always was Jay Z was always hitting them points.
Mm.
DMX was still hitting them points, but to me it wasn't sounding as good as later on.
Yeah.
Then you would get to Fab, one most underrated. He talking about whatever, but Fab would be talking about certain stuff. Then it was like I found out about Nipsey, and I was like, I found about Nipsey in college in your room.
Mm-hmm.
You was gone because I ain't have a car, and I would be with you all the. That's how I became your friend. I latched on to you because you had a car.
We spent a lot of time together.
Because you had a car, I was using you at
That's
first.
fine. That's very cool.
I was like, he's cool. I'm like, this guy that takes me everywhere, he's pretty cool.
Oh man, good thing I'm a good guy, man.
And I didn't have a computer neither.
So is the car, computer. What else? What else? Were you using my shooting sleeve? God, were we sharing that?
No, but you did have beverages.
Hey, yeah.
So I come, you had beverages, a laptop, and a car.
And a car.
I was like, all right, I need to get next to this dude.
He the one.
Hey, where you going? As soon as you leave, hey, where you going? Oh, I'm riding. Just so I can say, hey, stop here on the way back.
I was going to Jack in the Box every day.
But for some reason you was gone. And I remember I was on your computer. I was on World Star Hip Hop, and it was something. And it was like some promotional stuff. And it wasn't nothing about music. It was just showing like Nipsey Hussles of the streets. And then you see helicopters.
Yeah.
Then you see Nip, and it's like a little kid comes up to his car, and Nip's giving him like some. I ain't gonna say advice he shouldn't give him. He's giving him some advice for what the kid was doing out there.
Mm.
Solid advice for what the kid is asking for advice for.
Yeah.
He like I ain't gonna talk about what he was giving him advice on, but he was giving the kid what the world would see as bad advice. What I would say, tell this young man that since he's already made the decision to be outside.
Right.
And then he walking in, and I'm like, what is this? That got me to listen to the music.
Mm-hmm.
Bullets Ain't Got No Name Volume 2 was out. I listened to it. He had this one song called Piss Poor that like connected with me. The rest of it, he talking about gang banging. The music wasn't the music what people know him for now. But it sounded good. And I'm like, y'all mess with Nipsey. And I liked him. And it was like it kept on going. Then the next one come out, Volume 3 or whatever. And then I'm like, yo, he cool or whatever. But I wasn't like I was a fan, but I wasn't like a super fan.
Yeah.
Then the Marathon dropped. And then when the Marathon dropped, I was like,
I don't think I was on the Marathon. I think I became a fan on Crenshaw.
bro, the Marathon dropped. I said, oh, I remember the first song. The first song on this called Love.
Mm-hmm.
It goes, dun, dun, dun. But I'm going to play it for you after this. Do you know it?
Nah, not at all. I wasn't on the Marathon.
But,
I'm sure I know a song or 3 from there, but I wasn't on it.
But just off of what he say before it, you can hear it in his voice. And I'm hooping at the time. So it's like, that hooper grind. It's like you need to listen to anything for hooper grind, same as the entrepreneur grind. It's like, that's why I like this space because it feels like you always like got something to work for. You getting better for something. It's like the sports and this, like it equivalates.
Right.
But the first words he say, the music plays. He said, I don't never want to hear you niggas say you doubt this shit again. Before he's rap anything. And it's like the way he's saying it, you like.
Yeah, you felt it.
Yeah. And then what he's talking about, because he had just left his record label. He had a song called Hustle in the House or whatever that was catching some waves where he used the old crisscross beat. And then it was like that Marathon. And then it's like the stuff he was talking about. And he was talking like different. It was like ownership, boss up.
Yeah.
Boss up on your stuff, business. I was like, yeah, I liked them before, but this is
that really reeled you in.
And then he dropped TMC. Well, people know it's TMC now. The marathon continues.
Mhm.
Or now TMC for the marathon clothing. If anybody want to go, it was TMC, and I was like, because I was trying to tell everybody about the marathon. Some of my homies won at TMC dropped. They was like, yeah, I'm messing with it. I was
Yeah.
like, and he was like sticking his flag deeper in the ground off of like, this is what I'm standing on. Like,
Mhm.
I'm doing this myself. I'm talking about this business. I'm talking about get your money up, hustle. Like, Nip might be my favorite rapper.
Hmm.
Then he dropped like some other little Lucy or something in between that. I think it was like more laps or something.
Mm.
Something with marathon. More laps was like a little bonus bundle, like another little mixtape type stuff. Then Crenshaw hit.
Yeah, Crenshaw was the one for me.
Crenshaw hit. I was living with you. No, was I living with you, or I had just moved out from living with you?
You might have just moved out. I feel like Crenshaw was 2014.
I know I was still working at Enterprise.
I feel like Crenshaw
Yeah,
was
it was 2014.
Yeah.
Good. When was Crenshaw by Nipsey Hussle released?
Crenshaw and Slauson, True Story, by Nipsey Hussle came out on the 8th of October 2013.
Slauson.
October 2013.
But
That's
is
when she
that
said the song. So if the song came out, then
I feel like
yeah, because I moved down and was sleeping on your floor October 2013. The streaming services ain't gonna have it on there though, because they ain't loaded up on streaming services till 2017.
yeah, it was on that piff. Because it was Gangsta Grill, essentially.
But anyways though,
Oh yeah, October 2013.
because I remember
October 8th. He sold $1,400.
because I remember I had just moved down. I don't remember the exact dates, but I know I moved down there. Or I saved up $1,200. I drove from Kentucky to Houston because in my mind I looked up top places to move in the country at the time. Every arrow for what I was looking for said Houston.
Houston.
You lived in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. You come stay. Bet. Okay. My daddy had an air mattress. He rolled it up. Had duct tape holes and stuff was in it. I googled average rent in Houston. At the time, average rent was $1,200. I saved up $1,200 because in my mind, I got rent for a month.
Right.
I'm gonna stay with you. Get a job. Get an apartment. I pay rent. Then I got a paycheck from the job coming in. Like I wasn't like I need you. Even was trying to tell me like, hey man, I think you might need to save up some. You might need to save up some money. And I was like, for what? Rent's only $1,200. I got $1,200. I got $1,200. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna get paid after 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna get paid 2 weeks after that. And I'm gonna get paid 2 weeks after that. All I need is $1,200.
Yeah.
And I remember that Crenshaw dropped because even though I came down there and like the plan was go get a job or whatever, get a job, apartment and all that stuff, the goal was never get a job. Like I was like, I need a job. It's like I need to have some income.
Right. But
I ain't drive down there to go be successfully employed.
Yeah.
I was just like, I need a. I'm not inspired by my environment.
Mm-hmm.
I need to change my environment. I say what I say now is power in proximity. So when I Google, I look at where I'm surrounded. No disrespect, no love against nobody where I'm from. But I'm looking around at home. I'm like,
yeah, it ain't doing it for you for what you need.
it might be doing it for y'all and ain't doing it for me.
Yeah, for sure.
And what y'all doing, it's looked at as acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's comfortable being right here because Yeah, it ain't no if everybody's candles, like it ain't no suns. It ain't nothing shining bright.
Mm,
It's just candle. And I've always looked at myself as the sun.
right,
Like I can't be a candle compared to the sun. So I was like, man, my right or wrong, I'm like, how I see myself is I'm I don't know any other word to say better.
just say, no, better ain't the
I don't
word.
want to say I'm not better than
I was gonna
nobody,
say
but
brighter. What you want in life.
I want more than this.
Yeah, you just want more. You just want more.
I'm like, I want more than this, and it's not even
You
on
want your
no,
light to shine brighter,
and it's not even on no, it's
but
not
not better.
no, it's not that I want my light to shine brighter. It's that my light is going to shine brighter,
Yeah,
and you can't be the only bright light in the place.
right.
Hate gonna come from that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something. I don't know what. I don't know how.
Yeah,
I don't know the when, but I know I'm gonna do something.
right. You know this ain't it.
And I know this ain't it.
Mhm.
And whenever I figure out what the something is that I do big, I can't be here
Right.
because everybody gonna envy me for it. I've seen it on a different level. You know, I'm the furthest from street, but I know it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it on that level. It's like he's shining. We hate him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, there's gonna be at some point where I'm shining. I can't be around nobody to shine. I gotta go find people that's shining.
Yeah, you're a star. You gotta be around other stars.
It's like your light ain't dimming my light.
Mm-hmm.
Both the lights shining, everything just get brighter versus your light so big and they a candle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they like, man, yo, why are you shining so bright, bro? Turn it down.
Turn that damn light down.
And if turn it down, if you not gonna turn it down, we gonna turn it down.
Yeah, for sure.
Versus somebody else be like, yo, you shining?
Mm-hmm.
I'm shining. Yo, you want, which is what I found to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you want to put both our lights together and go make this bright as hell over here?
Right.
People that's not shining don't think like that. Like they think that they envy you for shining,
Mm-hmm.
or they think it's something special about you, or you're lucky, or they didn't have the opportunities that you had. But you, bro, we was in the same third grade class.
Right.
You live 2 doors down from me. What opportunities was different?
Yeah, I had to get up out the hometown too for like the same reason. But not even, well, I ain't gonna say completely the same, but just because I never thought about envy. What I did think about was the environment that I'm in isn't serving what I need to do.
You gotta go.
Gotta go.
And that's the mind frame that I'm in right now too.
Yeah, me too.
Like I've been thinking about moving from Houston.
Right.
Like seriously. You know, I travel all the time. One of the outside of me wanting to see new places and experience new people and see what they doing over here and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I'd be like, look, like, could I just keep? Cause you know me, I just be like be low, laid back in the corner in the cut
Mm-hmm.
somewhere, just chilling. Can I be in this city comfortably and be low and go in the back corner over there and,
Yeah.
and sit and look at people?
But this the thing though, because I feel like the same reason why I wanted to leave home. I think that's not like a temporary thing. I think that's just like a fundamental thing that we have as a part of our personalities and characteristics. So you will always need to be somewhere that fuels you.
Yeah, that's real.
So what does that look like? You know what I'm saying?
And last night I was watching the Last Dance with Michael Jordan. The Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I watched that shit 3 times, bro.
Well, it's supposed to be the Bulls documentary, but
Yeah,
it's Jordan.
For sure.
But last night,
Michael. Michael.
no, but I've seen it, but I haven't rewatched it since it first aired. And so I'm watching. I think I was on episode 2 last night, and I was like, not saying that I'm to the, because you know it's a positive trait of his. I see it as a positive. Others may see it as a negative, but Michael really is like, I gotta win by any means necessary. I don't care, whatever. I'm winning. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about what we gotta do. Come with me. He even got emotional in the joint. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done. That's the way I play. Cut.
Break.
If you don't want to play like that, you don't have to play. But damn it, you won too. Like, but I felt that though.
Bro, I almost said I think all hoopers. But a lot of people that like I know, bro, everybody was feeling it, bro.
And I don't even gotta be a hooper thing though.
No, very true. Very true.
That's just like I say, going back to we was talking about music, going back to DMX, Nipsey. I said Jay-Z. You know, my favorite rapper all time, Hov and Nip, but especially Nipsey. And I feel the same. Nipsey got I can't remember what song off the top of my head, but he got a bar that say, if you come from a struggle, you gonna feel this. And struggle, everybody, that's why I'm like, if anybody, a lot of people became fans after he passed away, more so off of the messaging that they heard in like interviews and stuff. But it's like, it's there in interviews, it's there in music or whatever. And everybody has a struggle. Somebody else may not perceive their struggle as struggle, but everybody has personal struggles. So you feel that. So I feel like if anybody watches Last Dance, whether you hoop or you didn't hoop, whether you watch sports or you never watch sports at all, like I had homegirls hit me up that know nothing about basketball, that was like, oh my gosh, like. So I think in that, if anybody has ever wanted to accomplish something, they felt that. But I was saying what I got from it last night, what you were saying, like it's just something that you think is just embedded in our DNA about just, what'd you say, just the thing of
we need our, I don't remember what I said word for word, but essentially it's just we need our environment to fuel us in some type of way.
Okay. We need our environment to fuel us in some type of way. I had this thought literally last night watching this. You said we need our environment to fuel us. I agree with you and I disagree. Like it's not an environment. We have to make up something mentally in our mind to fuel us. That whole doc, I just got to halfway through episode 2 last night.
I know exactly where you're going with this. I'm listening.
Everything Mike was doing, he made it up in his head to fuel him. It wasn't the comp. It wasn't he was so good. For one, he showed up every night just because I think they might have said it in the doc, but I just know off of just what I know about Mike and research. I did book reports on Mike and stuff. He's like, I'm showing up every game because there's somebody in the stands or there's a kid in the stands that's never seen Michael Jordan play before, and I'm gonna put on a show for him. Whereas, now the NBA guys, they don't think about the father that's done playing 4 months ahead for this game and done spent $500 on these 2 tickets that he's been saving up for, putting away $80, $60 per check to get this $500 to have a memory with his kid, and then they show up to the game and you're not playing due to rest
Mhm.
or mental fatigue.
Yeah.
Jordan realized it. He's like, nah, there's some father out there, there's some mother out there, there's somebody out there that this is gonna be a life highlight for them.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put on, and he did it every
Hey,
joint.
the GOAT.
But just certain stuff he would have to make up in his head. Like they said there was a young player for was now the
Oh,
Wizards, the
yeah.
Bullets.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said, good game, Mike, or something.
Mhm.
And Mike was like, I took offense to that. So they played him the next game, like in DC.
And he went off.
Went off. Come to find out, the whole story was a fib. Like
Mhm.
it didn't happen. He made it up in his mind
Mhm.
to go. So I was like, yo, when there's no more competition, you have to start conjuring competition.
Mhm.
And I really look at stuff like there's no competition in my lane.
Mhm.
Other people may think that competition. I'm like, yo, I don't know what you going against. I'm not going against you.
Right.
I'm like, I'm in my own lane. There ain't no traffic in my lane. Like I don't look at no competition, but I be having to make up stuff
Mhm.
to go. It's just like Shaq. Bro, you ever heard the story about Shaq and David Robinson?
Mhm.
Shaq, he's a young player. They playing the Spurs.
Mhm.
They asked him something. He talked about David Robinson didn't give him an autograph when he was 14 or something like that. And he remember he about to take it out on him. Shaq goes against the Spurs, kills, I think this is Orlando Shaq,
Mhm.
murders the Spurs. And all this time, like 20 something years done passed, Shaq been telling this whole story. Then they come out 25 years later, Shaq made it all up. Or they were on the dream team together or something. And Dave Robinson was like, "No, man." He was like, "Oh man,
Nah, I'm all
I
right
had
now.
I had to get myself going for the
Yeah.
game." To the point where he told us, you tell a lie enough, it becomes the
Yeah,
truth.
for sure.
I've told certain lies that I wholeheartedly started to believe
Yeah.
because I done said it enough times. I'm like,
Bro, I used to make myself mad my senior year at Southern before every game.
making up. Well, you had a lot to be mad about.
I was making them my enemy. Like before tip off, I was like legit like mad. Like I'm in warm ups getting mad because I play better when I'm like aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
But Michael Jordan, like when there's no competition, you ain't got enemies. You gotta make them up in your head to go, because people be asking me like, how do you do it every day? Somebody literally text me, hey y'all, if y'all don't know, go ahead and text me. Text me. Let's stay in touch. 859-605-3297. Again, that's 859-605-3297. And then this what I'm paying you the big bucks for. Put that across the screen. Right? Text me. Somebody texted me, they said,
You want it to be like, as you say it, 859.
yeah, dude, so
y'all see how I just upsell them on my value?
yeah, see, he be directing. So you do the 859-605-3297. Then when I repeat it, just leave it up.
Okay. You want some flashing or you want to just have it classy and still?
Oh, you the big bucks. I want it flashing. I want whatever you about to hit me with the invoice covers. I need it all.
I'm gonna slide the white dude from Mortal Kombat in.
Whoopsies. I need it all. What I'm paying you, I need it all. But this young lady, she had texted me maybe 2 days ago, maybe. She was like, do you ever get burnt out? She's like, you ever get burnt out? She's like, what you doing and stuff? And I was like, nah. She's like, because I be feeling burnt out. And I'm like, No, she's like, she be feeling burnt out. She's like, you don't feel burnt out with all that you do. She's like, I know that you running businesses and that
Mm,
you posting content every day and you done gave us your phone number, you texting us every day, and then you doing this and that. She's like, you don't get burnt out. I'd be like, honestly, nah.
yeah.
I got burnt out working my job,
Hmm.
but I don't get burnt out in this. I'm like, for one, I truly feel like I'm like in my purpose right now,
Right.
which everything people don't be believing me when I say a lot of the stuff that I know or stuff that I believe in, I got straight from Nip. I
Mm,
heard Nipsey say the highest human act is to inspire. That's the best thing that you can do for another
mhm.
human being is to inspire 'em. Like I got that from Nip. I'm like, shoot, I already was trying to help people, but now I'm like, I'm trying to help people. Let me help people.
Right.
So it's like I get a lot of fulfillment just off of people telling me, fam, bro, dog, I did this. Or people sending me snapshots of how much
Mhm,
money they made, or even just
mhm,
a mental mind frame. I sent out a text to everybody talking about a book to read. I told them I know you read. I just told them to read Rich Dad Poor Dad
mhm.
by Robert Kiyosaki. A lot of people don't read. Like
Right.
that's the first book alone, whether the story's true or not, because there's a lot of controversy on.
Really?
Oh, you ain't know that?
Nah.
That story's probably not true.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but me, I'm like, it doesn't
But
matter.
the message,
Yeah, it's about the message.
eh,
S-
I they have done like some research and been like found the person that probably would be the rich dad in Hawaii.
Mhm.
But still certain, but I'm like, forget that.
Yeah, it don't matter
The
whether it's fiction
message,
or nonfiction.
chapter one, the rich don't work for money. Changed my mind.
Mhm.
Chapter one. I'm like, well, fam, just go read chapter one. Don't if you don't even read the book, read chapter one.
Right.
You gonna be like, what? Hold up, let me
Yeah.
think about this
Yeah.
a little different. But I be saying like certain stuff that I believe in, how I run my business. The foundation of it's all Nip. I tell people, I went to college. I went to college to hoop. If I didn't play basketball, I wouldn't have went to college.
Mhm.
But I learned more from Nip. I got my degrees in marketing with a professional sales concentration. My degrees in a dresser drawer at my mama's house. The two the two real jobs that I had outside of college, they didn't ask for it. I just told
Right.
them I had
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I personally know people that have jobs that require a college degree that don't have a college degree. They
Yeah.
just said they had it. They ain't asking you
Yeah,
to.
because I've never, out of all the jobs I work, I've never been asked to provide
They
anything,
don't ask for
and
it.
they don't check anything. It's like,
Just like they don't check that you're Excel proficient.
yeah, well, some, well, no, some,
Well, because you were in accounting,
yeah.
so then
So
you might
some,
have to have a
some
spreadsheet.
jobs there's like,
That's in bold print at the top of mine. Microsoft Excel proficient. I do not know how to work that at all to this day. I just tell somebody or my assistants, I'll be like, yo, send
hey,
a spreadsheet. I don't even be wanting the spreadsheet. Yeah, send a spreadsheet. I want my project managers on the house that I'm working on right now. He talking about, oh yeah, if you send spreadsheet, blah, blah, blah. I heard spreadsheet like 2-3 times. I didn't even hear. As soon as I heard spreadsheet, I started getting nervous. I was like,
but I love how like proficient is just the word. Like proficient is just the
look,
word.
this how occurred. I just said, yeah, put that together and send it to me. Cause he was asking me to do something, like put something together.
Yeah.
I just hurried up and flipped it. I was like, yeah, go ahead, put that together, send it to me. And I gave him a deadline. Like he was asking me for it. I said, hey, you know what? I got this, and that to do. Go ahead, put that together, and send it to me by 2:30. Okay.
Boy, flip the script on him.
Bro, Because I don't know how to put the formulas. You know how you can do the formulas to where you can just do something and you click it and it all goes. I would be if I'm on it. I'm doing cell by cell.
Nah, bro, you wild. Excel, like literally is probably the most amazing piece of software in this world, bro.
I wouldn't know.
Like no gas. Excel is crazy.
This is the only thing I know how to work.
Put Excel on them.
This is the only thing I know how to work. Outside of this, I'm hiring people to do it, and that's what I be wanting people to understand.
Yeah.
This right here, this alone, people don't understand. The world is in the palm of your hands. Literally, the world is in the palm of your hands, and if you quit wasting so much time on this will get you rich.
Yeah.
And I'm ending it right there. I don't know what was the topic. I feel good about this one.
It was just
went everywhere. I feel like it was a good conversation.
It was just a great conversation, man.
And
I don't know what you want to title it, but that might just be the title.
We gonna figure it out.
Great conversation.
I know I dropped some gems somewhere in there. And for y'all that don't know, that look ain't in me like it was at the beginning. I just said, hey, bro, hit the camera and press play. And I'm going to figure out what I'm going to talk about as I start talking. And I think I got a good podcast out of it.
It was a good time.
We'll see in the playback.
And it was the longest podcast so far.
That's what she said.
Did she?